Good morning, everyone. Good morning, world champions. Good morning, first generation millionaires. Today is Money Monday, and we're going to go ahead and get started. I have a joke for you today. Hopefully, you'll laugh at it. Gio, have you ever played the lottery?
Have I? Yeah, I have played the lottery.
I think everybody's played the lottery at one point, right? Either a scratch off or a lottery ticket. Man, I hit the lottery yesterday for $3 million.
You did?
3 million. And I decided to give a quarter of it to charity. So that leaves me with 2,999,999.75, man.
Okay.
All right.
Water.
Wait, that was the joke? That's not the joke.
I gave a quarter. Andrea.
I got it. Good with numbers.
All right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Huddle. Today is a brand new day. Today is the first day for the rest of your life. Today is the day you make decisions that will impact your legacy. The questions you have in the back of your mind will transform your thinking. So I have a question for you, Andrea. What time do you have over there where you're at?
Alvin, the time I have here, it's right now.
Right now. Okay.
That's it.
Got it. And Ronald, what time do you have, man?
Man, the time is now.
Time is now. I wish the clock, when we buy a watch, it just said now on it, right?
Yes.
You always ask me, when is the best time to call somebody? Now. When the best time to reconnect? Now. And Gio, what are you thankful for, man? What are you thankful for today on April the 25th, 2022?
What am I thankful for? I am thankful for wow, I see so much abundance, but I'm thankful for taxes.
Oh man, you kind of led right into my talk for today, man. So I am going to break down a training I normally do not do in a public setting. I normally do this training, behind closed doors. You got to sign in to get in. We got to check you out to make sure you can handle this information. But I'm going to share this today. This is some things that I share with our team and some of the philosophies that we adopted. We look at some of the wealthy families. Can everybody see my screen? Please give me a thumbs up. We look at these wealthy families, right? And we say, well, how did they do it? What did they do? Like to establish this wealth? And you're like, man, I don't know. Let's read on them. Let's find out. Let's figure out exactly how did they become a multi-billionaire, right? And then you look at their blueprint. And so one thing I want everybody to do is think about the threats that could stop your wealth, right? So if you eliminate the threats, then there's a good chance if you do it right by the blueprint, you could, have wealth in the future. So what would the Rockefellers do today? What would they do today? So let me kind of give you some insight of their wealth, right? So John D. Rockefeller, if you look at that blue line, you look at Bill Gates, when they compared this in 2006 dollars, okay, there's a big difference. Look at Andrew Carnegie and Warren Buffett, just to name a few. Cornelius Vanderbilt and Larry Ellison. Just think of the perspective of it, right? But I can tell you this knowledge can give you a chance to change your family financial future so that the next generation isn't born into financial bondage. Most financial wealth is only transferred 2 generations, but you got to continue that to go, right? Very simple. Something called cash flow insurance. You probably heard of different types, but I want you to understand there's one called cash flow, right? You overfund a policy, and let me tell you this, and you create your own personal bank, right? So these guys had a bunch of life insurance policies, and they had family meetings around them. If you needed to take money out to start a business or to go start something, you had to have a family meeting, and they kept putting money in there. So if somebody passed away, guess what happened? It paid a death benefit. So it kind of worked, gave them the best of both worlds, right? So let's take a deeper dive. You know, there's a way to create more liquidity, recover more cash, and have it much more predictable, right? Predictability is everything. And there's a systematic way that you could start putting money into a cash flow insurance plan. So I'm not going to get into a company. I'm not going to get into what kind. I'm just giving you the concept here, right? So storing your cash in an insurance policy would give you the solid stability and a stable foundation. Let me tell you this. One of the biggest threats is taxes to a wealthy person, right? So if you have all your tax efficiencies in place, you have eliminated that threat. But the truth is this, you know, we spend less at the end and it costs you more. They're like, hey man, I can just get a term, and I'm not knocking term because we do offer that as well. I'm letting you know this. People say, well, you're going to save money here, but later on, you're older, you got more health concerns, right? Some things to think about. So accumulation, think about it. We want our money to grow, right? And work hard for us. And we want our money to make sure that we don't pay taxes on the growth. So you got to have your money working. Now, I highlighted some of the main parts here. Cash flow insurance allow you to have access to your money. You know, depends on the company without penalties and tax advantages. Of course, you got to put some time into it. You can't just say, all right, I want to put it on Monday morning and take it out on Monday afternoon. It doesn't work that way, right? You got to have advantages in your lifetime. Think about this. You are the greatest asset to your family right now. Your wisdom, your knowledge, the financial support you bring, the emotional support. You're the greatest asset. So you got to protect yourself and your mind. Make sure you feel good about your foundation. Most people don't have a foundation, right? Their house is built on sand. So you got to make sure you have a foundation. You know, the money kept in a cash flow insurance policy, meanwhile, is hardly affected by the stock market. So the Rockefellers figured out. Now, where did you get this information from, Alvin? There's a book called What Would the Rockefellers Do? You can get that book. And, you know, and I read at least 4 times. But I can tell you this. When you don't have an impact of a loss and you don't have an impact of taxes, how powerful can you be? Now, think about this. The most important aspect of an insurance is buying the right amount. Do you want to leave $1 million legacy? Do you want to leave a $2 million legacy, a $10 million legacy, or do you want to leave a $10,000 legacy? I don't know how long that's going to last, but you got to buy the right amount at the right time so that you can leave more benefit, more legacy to your family. Now, some people say, you know what, Alvin? I can get more coverage for a term, but remember, term will expire. Term is temporary. It's okay to cover the gap in the beginning. It